Okay, so how did I come up with the project that Cinematography 3 was going to do? Well, it was really kind of based on the idea that students in cinematography rarely are given the chance to focus solely on cinematography. And I wanted them to really be able to visualize. Class is about visualization. And so I decided, well, okay, let's take all of the other aspects out of their hands, the directing, the writing, the producing, the casting. Let's take it out of their hands, put it in somebody else's hands, and allow the students just to focus on the visual end. And so I decided that, well, let's just use graphic novels because they're a perfect storyboard. They are a visual interpretation of a story. Script is already there. And all they have to worry about, all the students really have to do is worry about visualizing and implementing the camera style, the lighting that is depicted in the drawings, and focus just on that alone. And it worked. It worked great.
I loved the class. I was skeptical at the beginning. The moment our teacher Milton mentioned graphic novels, my heart sank. I'm not an aficionado of graphic novels, and I thought, what am I getting myself into? But very quickly realized that using them as a storyboard was an inspired idea that would allow us to focus on visualization, focus on bringing the concept to the screen without being hampered or distracted by some of the other aspects of filmmaking.
We really got our chance to sort of be behind the helm of the camera. In a lot of other production classes, sometimes you're focused way too much on sort of being everything, doing the producing, directing it, finding all the actors, being your own second AD, doing all the set. In this one, we pretty much were able to focus solely on being camera operators and designing our shots and working with the gaffer and doing lighting. And that's what I really, really liked about it.
Being exposed to the film process in this class, you really see, for me, how meticulous the film process is and how rewarding it is afterwards, being able to see your project on screen afterwards. It gives you an appreciation for everyone that's involved and everyone's job that's a part of it.
What I really liked about this was that as mainly cinematographer, my job was to solve all the cinematography problems along with my partner Craig. This was great, but it really showed me how in depth you have to change just one light and change what happens to be on that light. For example, we used Hampshire Frost on one of our lights, and then we had to switch it out several times and finesse it a lot more than I would have on a normal run-of-the-mill film student shoot.
The comic book itself, which was really the storyboard, dictated the style. And we tried to reproduce the color scheme as we could interpret it from the cartoons.
I thought everyone worked together really well. I heard it's a diverse group in terms of age, and I think that for me is really interesting, sort of watching the younger people interacting with the older people and the different levels of experience.
I loved the crew. I thought it was really interesting that everybody got to switch jobs every week. The lucky people know that, their eventual goal is the 600 or the 480, or I'm an excellent AC, that's what I want to do, that's what I'm passionate about. So they got to do those things, but they also got to experience working as a grip or as an assistant director or an electric, which I think is really important.
My observation was that the crew was extraordinarily professional for anybody. I wouldn't just say for a student production.
The students in Cinematography 3 really did outstanding work. I can't say enough how proud I am of each and every one of them for really coming through in the end to produce a vision of a graphic novel that really worked well, I think. I've rarely seen this quality of work come out of the students at this school. I think this is really exceptional.